And it appears to be a three-way race for the Democrats among Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and John Edwards. 1/4 of likely voters say they have yet to make up their minds. Kenya's main opposition party has canceled today's million-man protest march. A top party official cites continuing violence between protesters and police and calling off a rally against suspected cheating in last week's presidential election. At least 300 people have been killed in recent protests in Kenya. The Justice Department has opened a criminal investigation into the destruction of CIA interrogation videotapes. Attorney General Michael Mukasey has appointed John Durham, a federal prosecutor in Connecticut, to oversee the investigation. Durham has a reputation as one of the nation's most relentless prosecutors. The San Francisco Zoo reopens today, 9 days after an escaped tiger killed a teenage visitor and critically injured 2 other people. NBC's George Lewis is in San Francisco. George, good morning.
Good morning, Natalie. The San Francisco Chronicle is more.
Hey everybody, I'm meteorologist Vince Candela, and this is another edition of Behind the Scenes at Fox 6. And in this edition, we're going to talk about the teleprompter. This is one of our studio cameras. And on the front of the camera here, you see words. This is the words to the newscast that the news anchors would read. The lens of the camera is behind this one-way mirror. It points out to where the news anchors are, but as they look towards the camera, they see the words to the newscast. Those words begin in the newsroom. Reporters, news anchors, and the producer of each newscast write the copy that is read by the anchors. It's a collaborative effort. The producers organize each newscast into the lead story, the second story, the third story, etc., and those news scripts on the computer rundown appear on the teleprompter. During the newscast, the news anchors have laptop computers and iPads on the news set, with the ability to rewrite certain news stories as updated information comes into the newsroom. The speed of the teleprompter, how fast the words scroll across the camera, is controlled by a member of the production staff in the studio. So if the news anchors have a copy of the script in front of them on their iPads, why do the words also need to appear on the camera? It's all about eye contact.
Well, it's important because it's important to make the connection with viewers. When you make that direct eye contact, you build a trust, you build a rapport, and therefore the viewers are more likely to connect with you, to believe what you say, and to really kind of build a bond with you, and that's important. It's something that you can't do if you don't have that eye contact. So if we're looking down all the time, we just can't do it. Now, the teleprompter goes down, it's important to have something in front of you because we don't memorize very well.
It's always good to have a backup plan.
Now, in a moment, it'll be time for Sports Day, but first, a little look at what else is coming up for you this evening on BBC News. Hoping to be able to tell you a little bit about that. We will be looking at the cost of flooding, how communities are coping, of course, in the aftermath of all that difficulty in the northwest. And we are also... Let me just see. Oh, yes, this lottery news. These couple in Hawick who've scooped £33 million on the lottery. We'll be discussing what it feels like to win that amount of money and whether you really do change if that lands on your plate. All that to come. But now on BBC News, it's time for Sports Day.
Single medal. OK, let's see where we go now. Let's have a look at some cricket. And Aussie cricket selectors have thrown a number of players a chance to push for a place in Michael Clarke's World Cup squad by selecting them in this month's tour of Zimbabwe. OK, let's just have a look where we go here. Haven't got that script. Apologies for this. Yeah, apologies for this one. We were... look, here we go. And we'll go with some golf. And Adam's... No, we won't. We'll go with play of the day. So, earned us our play of the day. That sport back, that was a bit of a nightmare. Sorry about those technical issues, but we fought on as best we could.
A new message from President Obama today suggesting to voters that it is trendy to run down. If you could see the, I wish that I had a camera over here so you could read the prompter with me. Entire phrases are sometimes missing. The president's coming under fire today for saying this.
Tonight is the measure of whether the country begins in the state of Wisconsin a national drive to push back, or whether we have more to go to build a movement of resistance. But resist we must, and we will much about that be committed.
A local man spots something suspicious and he decides to spring into action. He has done something that is very good.
Great story, compelling and rich. Well, that's going to do it for all of us here at Channel 4 News. You stay classy, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Damn it! Who typed a question mark on the teleprompter? For the last time, anything you put on that prompter, Burgundy will read.
I have some information that you can choose to use or not use. Up to you. Ron Burgundy will read anything that is put on that teleprompter. And when I say anything, I mean nah.
Arnold Q1.
After the photo mat was destroyed, the bear scampered back into the woods.
Apparently, he wasn't too happy with his color prints.
From the entire Channel 4 News team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Ah! What in the name? No! Nobody talks about my city that way! Ron Burgundy's ass is grass!
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
Dump out!
Hello, Edward.
Ron, I've got to fire you.
Well, I've got to fire you. Bing, bong, bong.
You're fired, Ed. Do you even know what you just said? Oh, great Odin's raven.